The Amazon River flows through South America and has a total length of around 6,500 kilometers. The tropical rainforests along the river are essential habitats for various endangered animals. However, the diverse ecosystems along the Amazon are vulnerable and at risk of destruction. And now, those ecosystems are facing a great crisis. The Amazon rainforest is undergoing deforestation at a rapid rate. Deforestation in the Amazon rainforest first began at the end of the 19th century. Brazil's rubber production attracted attention, and forests started to be cleared for rubber plantations. By the 20th century, full-scale development had begun. Trees were cut down for their wood, and forests burned and cleared for farmland. Wood and agricultural products were then exported to wealthy countries. Today, businesses and consumers from around the world are contributing to the environmental destruction of South America. The destruction of rainforests is said to be a major cause of climate change and global warming that are affecting our whole planet. If it continues, temperatures will keep rising and desertification will advance, resulting in serious consequences for humanity. How does deforestation contribute to global warming? Plants use photosynthesis to absorb carbon dioxide and release oxygen into the atmosphere. When trees are cut down and burned or allowed to rot, their stored carbon is released into the air as carbon dioxide. This carbon dioxide traps heat and acts as a greenhouse gas. Plant life is essential to the survival of humankind. Approximately half of the world's plant species are thought to be in the world's rainforests, and the Amazon rainforest plays a key role in stabilizing global temperatures. People across the world have now recognized that environmental problems and global warming are common concerns for the whole of humanity. In 1992, the UN Earth Summit was held in Brazil to discuss the environment and development. In the same year, the Soka Gakkai International (SGI) built a research facility on the outskirts of Manaus in the north of Brazil and the heart of the Amazon. The Soka Institute of the Amazon. The center was built where the pale, mud-colored Solimões River from Peru and the darker Rio Negro from Colombia come together to form the Amazon River. Right beside the river, the Research Institute covers approximately 60 hectares. Most of this, 52 hectares, is a protection zone, a green haven that around 280 species of trees and numerous animals call home. This rich environment is a valuable place where researchers can observe an array of species. Daisaku Ikeda, president of the SGI, established the institute to help protect the Amazon and protect humanity. In 1993, upon meeting Austregesilo de Athayde, president of the Brazilian Academy of Letters, Ikeda had this to say about the development of the Amazon region. Development in the Amazon should not be solely for economic benefit. We must consider the rights of indigenous peoples, as well as various other aspects, and fully examine benefits for humanity and the globe. At the time it was built, the site of the Institute was not the abundant green haven it is now. It was a wasteland full of fallen trees caused by deforestation and factory development. Consequently, the Institute set out to plant trees and revive the forest. Rainforest can be restored through human effort. The Institute's activities began to prove that this could be done. At the time, native rainforest species were rare in the area, so researchers collected information and headed to the depths of the jungle to find the seeds of native species. These seeds were germinated, grown into saplings, and stored. After the saplings had grown, they were transplanted in the forest around the Institute. The staff examined various ways to revive the forest without damaging the local ecosystem. They used the enrichment planting method. Instead of just one species, a mix of species including economically valuable species like mahogany was planted to gradually revive the forest. 27 years on from its establishment, the Institute has successfully planted 20,000 trees and brought the forest back to life. This is proof that rainforests can be restored through human effort. As the forest has been revived, animals have returned. The animals and plants on the site are vital for academic research. This rare red fruit is said to be effective against malaria. One important role of the Institute is to investigate the ecology of plants like these. Access to observation of these valuable animals and plants is also provided to local research institutes. For example, the Institute works with Brazil's National Institute of Amazonian Research to undertake further detailed studies. To date, the Institute has collected the seeds of over 60 native species and now functions as a seed bank to store the genetic diversity of many trees and plants. Seed banks have the potential to revive forests when species become endangered due to unforeseen events such as natural disasters, conflict, or pests. Although awareness of environmental issues is increasing, countries across the world are failing to reach agreement on the action needed to resolve them due to their economic concerns. Impoverished people in developing regions still cut down trees to make a living. Neglecting nature in this way could lead to the environmental collapse of these regions. It is therefore important to build awareness of these issues from a young age. Based on this idea, the Institute has proceeded with one initiative at full tilt since the 2000s: environmental education.
Então, na prática, o que nós realizamos é a educação ambiental, atendendo as crianças, para ensinar a importância da mudança do ser humano. E como projeto,
The Institute regularly holds seminars and outdoor classes for children as part of its environmental education project, which began in 2001. In having these local children visit the forest reserve, the Institute is teaching the importance of coexistence with nature. Until now, more than 25,000 students from local public schools have visited the Institute.
Estamos plantando árvores a cada criança que nasce, né, nas maternidades de Manaus. Então, tudo isso é objetivando recuperar, né, as nossas áreas, né, com plantas nativas, né, em extinção. E, ao mesmo tempo, então, fortalecer essa consciência de que a mudança do ser humano, então, naturalmente, vai proteger o nosso ambiente.
In 2017, the Institute partnered with the Court of Environment and Agrarian Issues of Amazonas State to launch the Seeds of Life project. For each child that is born in a Manaus maternity hospital, the Institute sends a sapling to be planted in the city. As the children grow, so do the saplings, and through this project, children learn about the importance of nature.
Então, quando eu digo que existe uma ignorância, existe uma falta de conhecimento do próprio brasileiro, o próprio homem brasileiro entende que progresso seria justamente uma devastação. Seria justamente arrancar essas árvores todas e construir prédios, condomínios, quando na verdade não é? A gente tem que buscar no equilíbrio a razão da nossa vida. Olha, de suma importância, sabe? A ideia de você conscientizar de berço as crianças e as famílias dessas crianças da importância do cultivo de uma árvore, não é? A difusão, o aperfeiçoamento da educação ambiental que a Soka tem feito.
Attention is now on the UN SDGs, a set of 17 goals to achieve sustainability. By 2030, the aim of the SDGs is, among others, to reduce poverty and hunger. Goal 4 is quality education, and Goal 13 is climate action. Environmental and educational initiatives at the Institute are in line with the principles of the SDGs. By sowing seeds of education, the Institute can help develop individuals who consider environmental issues as issues of their own. If people across the world can understand the importance of the environment and aim for coexistence with nature, the Amazon rainforests can be restored.